Russia recently deployed suicide drones in Ukraine, which were made in Iran. Ukraine, on the other hand, has received a helping hand from Israel, Iran's arch rival, to develop air attack alerts for Ukrainians. Now, we already know that US, European nations and several others are aligned with Ukraine in giving military aid to Ukraine to fight Russia. But now, Israel and Iran are in the battlefield overtly or covertly. So our question is simple. Is Ukraine becoming a battleground for proxy wars? I'm Shivan Chandna. Let's get to the point. Now, Iran and Israel have not seen eye to eye for decades now. Iran allegedly funded terror groups such as Lebanese Hezbollah and Palestinian Islamic Jihad (PIJ) to carry out attacks in Israel. Iran actively supported Hezbollah during the 2006 Lebanon war. Both nations continued hostilities during the Syrian civil war, and it became direct Iranian-Israeli confrontation on several occasions. As soon as Russia invaded, Ukraine began approaching Israel for military aid. Ukraine was specifically asking for Israel's famed Iron Dome interception system, one of Israel's best-known air defenses, but Israel refused. Ukrainian President Zelensky even attempted to play on the fact that he is Jewish, hoping to receive aid from Israel, but Israel did not budge. With much at stake in its ties with Russia, Israel offered only humanitarian aid to Ukraine. Israel is wary of straining ties with Moscow, a power broker in neighboring Syria, where Israeli forces frequently launch attacks on what they say are pro-Iranian fighters. Russia's suicide drone attacks on Ukraine's infrastructure was one of the most devastating for Kiev. The weapons unleashed by Russia were reportedly Shahed 136 drones supplied by Iran. If reports are to be believed, Iran has also agreed to provide Russia with medium-range surface-to-surface missiles and a large number of drones. Iranian ballistic missiles from the Fateh to the Zulfagor missiles family is what Russia aims to procure. While Iran still denies its sale of drones to Russia, the US has already accused Tehran of lying about this and claimed Iranian military personnel are already on the ground to help Russia in the drone attacks. Iran seems to have sided with Russia to leverage the conflict with Ukraine and wage a proxy war against the West and Israel. It's probably political and commercial in equal measures. It's about sending a message to the West, even as Tehran renegotiates a nuclear deal with the big powers. Israel, on the other side, seems to be treading very carefully, providing only humanitarian relief to Ukraine. It has offered to help Ukrainians develop air attack alerts for civilians. Now the question is, how long will Israel hold off on giving military hardware to Ukraine? If Ukraine was left to fend for itself, the war would have been over long ago. But it's still going on because of the military aid from the West, mainly the US and NATO member states. So one wonders, whose war is it anyway? Is it the US and Russia's? Is it Iran and Israel's? Or Iran and the Western nations? Do you think the Russia-Ukraine conflict has become the playing field for proxy wars? Let us know in the comments.